Today, behind the mission at EmpowerLit, where we increase literacy skills and self-esteem building in kids through author visits and literacy events, took a hit. Oh my gosh, we had 3 schools booked this week. We are based in Myrtle Beach, and we had 3 schools on Long Island supposed to fly out today. Giant snowstorm, flights canceled, went to reschedule. Tuesday completely sold out. And Wednesday is when I was able to get a flight, Wednesday at 10 p.m. That doesn't do me good with the 2 schools that we have booked on Wednesday. And right now schools are closed, so I can't get in touch with the schools to do a reschedule or even let them know like what's, that I'm not able to make it. Like my flight's canceled. So it's been a bit stressful. This is the second time this year, this winter, 2026, this spring semester, that we had to cancel, that schools had to cancel and reschedule. I drove 4 hours to Anderson, South Carolina, as I had 1 hour left in my journey. They called and said, hey, sorry, schools are canceled tomorrow. They found black ice. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Because we had a hotel out there we had 3 schools in a row. Like, do I stay and do the other 2 schools? And they said, well, we might get canceled those 2 days. We don't know yet. Do you want to take the risk or just reschedule? So I was like, you know what? I'll drive home and I will reschedule. And we reschedule them for 2 weeks ago. So like, I think a week or 2 after that got canceled, no problem. Now this is a bit different because, we got flight, we got rent-a-car. We did cancel the rent-a-car. The flight was able to be canceled, but we have this amazing opportunity to go and be interviewed at the New York Stock Exchange to talk about the nonprofit, to get more donors, to get people to know about the mission and the cause and jump on board and join us. And I do not want to pass up this opportunity. So I am taking the flight no matter what. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled for Wednesday. Fly in, get in at midnight, and then head to the New York Stock Exchange for that interview Thursday morning. And then Friday, we have a school on Long Island. So then I will take the train to go to Long Island. And what I'm hoping is to move that Wednesday. I had 2 schools on Wednesday. I'm hoping to move one of those Wednesday schools to Friday. So then I would do 2 schools on Friday and then take that Wednesday school and move it to May. And then if that happens, I did apply for a couple of grants on Long Island. So if we do get them, we'll be hearing from them in the next 2 months. Then I'll book another school or so, depending on how many grants we get, when I'm back there with this reschedule as well. I mean, what are we going to do? We just kind of got to roll with it. I will say yesterday, I kind of lost it. I think the stress of the startup of a nonprofit just finally got to me yesterday because the first time the weather canceled, I just laughed it off. I drove home. It's like, what you can do. This, I think it's just been a bit more stressful in terms of like, we have 10 schools on our wait list with no funding. We're getting out there to get donors. We're getting people to know about the nonprofit. We're doing events, but it's been a challenge to sell tickets. And, this is just the reality of starting. I mean, I think it's the reality of starting any business, where a business needs investors or customers or clients, right? And sometimes you get hit and sometimes you don't. It's the same thing with a nonprofit. And sometimes we have like an influx of donations. We get a bunch of grants and things go great. On Saturday, on my way to, Friday, on my way to Charlotte for a keynote, got a grant, $1,500, one school for Greensboro, North Carolina. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is calling those schools to get that school booked since the funding came in. And that was a huge win. Like, gotta celebrate those wins 100%, because you get knocked down like all the time, all day, every day. And that's kind of what's going on right now. And unfortunately, we can't even like figure it out. And I'm such a let's figure it out. Like, let's, work it out because I don't like being in this limbo. But what are you gonna do when the schools are closed? People don't, there's no way to contact them. So, you just kind of gotta roll with it. And I appreciate you guys taking this journey with EmpowerLit. And I will be back to share with you more about what is going on with EmpowerLit and the journey that we're going on. So thanks for walking it with me.